Fatman Scoop.
Rest in peace.
He recently passed on the stage. Well, not on the stage, but
Performing.
performing.
Right.
That was his last show. That was the last time we all seen him in the public, and he passed doing something that he lived for. He loved. When you heard that news or seen that,
Yeah.
how did that make you feel?
It touched me because I really got to build with him and shoot the video for the joint with Arrested Development. We actually had conversations, and he actually always was giving me advice after that. So that lets you know right there he loves people that's really pushing forward for the culture, and you know what I'm saying, whatever advice he can give you, he always was on point.
We're losing a lot of artists.
Yeah.
From artists getting killed, artists being locked up,
right,
health conditions. Where do that leave not just the artists and their legacy, but do you ever wonder, like, where do that leave their family?
Right. You know what? I really think that they need to do like a fund for like the artists that after a certain time they should be able to get benefits like SSI. They should have that for hip hop artists. And also I think they need to stop promoting this genocide. These young rappers out here getting killed and they getting money after their death or when they go to jail for 1,000,000 years. It's wild out here, bro.
Yeah. Recently Nas had started a foundation.
Yeah, shout out to Nas for that.
You know what I mean? And,
for Scarface.
Yeah.
And Rakim, yeah.
And so it's like, we need something. I know it's an advocate here through the Grammys or through something of that sort, where they have the funding, but I mean you have to be able to be knowledgeable of that for your health.
Yeah.
Mentally and physically. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think now is going on with the youth that are rise to stardom? You think it's they mental health that is taking a toll of just doing the unforeseen things that's happening in the music that never could imagine on my watch? You know what I'm saying? What's your take?
So I think first and foremost it's attention. They're not worrying about money no more. They're not worrying about success no more. They're worrying about attention, getting likes, getting clicks, going viral, and they don't care what avenue they got to take to go viral. And we need to step up. The artists that they look up to need to step up and let them know that's not the way. Because the artists that they looking up to and following these roles, they living in picket, houses with picket fences, and their kids going to private schools, but they sending y'all to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Jeezy.
Yeah.
He is trap or die.
Right.
His son go to a private school.
I know. That's exactly. There's many more.
Yeah, but he tell our kids trapping ain't dead. You just scared.
Right.
Is that healthy for not just the black community, but just the world itself?
It never been healthy. You know what I'm saying? And I say it's the labels for making that the end all be all. Like, oh, you got to talk about this to sell records. Oh, you got to talk about this if you want radio play. Like, I had meetings with labels that told me, oh, they want to hear about getting high. 12 to 17-year-olds. They put 12 to 17-year-olds and they want to get high and have fun in the same sentence, bro. I had to walk out that meeting straight up.
Meek also took to the internet not too long ago, and he touched on that where he said, you got to start making these type of records if you pretty much want to get seen and heard, or be on these different type of levels in the game.
Yeah.
Why?
It's crazy. They've been trying to water down the industry since like 2006, man. I had a personal invite meeting after I booked the session. I was at Larry Gould's studio. Mind you, it's the legendary Larry Gould, it's Richard Nichols, it's Black Thought. They sitting on the couch at Larry Gould's studio. I'm about to, blend. I'm about saying, all right, I'll holler at y'all. They like, no, you need to hear this. So they telling me everything that's going on in the industry. They was talking about it back then. They was talking about how it's shaky in them, the meetings with them CEOs. They was saying how some of them act funny.
Right.
They would say how, the record sales was down and it wasn't really nobody really promoting you no more. You had to become independent for real. So I look at that and say, how did they know that I was, somebody that was going to be pursuing this industry years down the line? It was like they prepared me for that. So rest in peace to Richard Nichols. Shout out to Black Thought. Shout out to Larry Gould.
Wow, man, that's some good information that they even allowed you to be
Right.
a fly in the wall.
Right, that was crazy. Like they were just giving it up. Like they knew me for years, and it was like, sheesh.
Have you ever came to a point where you like, all right, listen, this is not working. Let me try this way. Let me go back to the drawing board because obviously it's working for all these guys, and they getting the fame, the money, and those opportunities. Let me switch my thing up.
All right, so one thing about Dell-P always been in his own lane, did things on his own time. But it was at one point where I thought I had to talk about street stuff because that's what people wanted to do. But at the end of the day, if you're not being true to yourself, it ain't going to work. You know what I'm saying? So I had to think about who inspired me growing up as an artist. And it was mostly Native Tongue. It was mostly, Public Enemy, BDP, lyricists. You know what I mean? So one time I was at Boys Latin High School, and I was asking the students who was their favorite rappers. And a lot of their favorites were these drill rappers that's getting killed or getting locked up. So I felt right there I had a responsibility to mature with the music.
Rubber band around my hand for the essence of it. Time is valuable as my money, won't waste a second of it. Think you get faded, then lay it, homie, the bet is covered. They feeling me from West Philly all way to Czech Republic. Bigger stages, better budget. Gotta pay me for my services. Love to hear my commentary. Praise me how I'm wording it. Classic cadence, my impact can crack pavements. You hype about a TikTok challenge, I'm stacking placements. Below the radar, online, talking way off.